Hey guys, in today's video we will be discussing how to create a sheet composition using a color palette. So let's get started. So the first step would be for you to choose a color palette that you want to work with. You will find hundreds of tried and tested color palettes online from websites like color.adobe.com, Pinterest and many more. The color palette that you pick can be anything, but depending on the project at hand and the kind of mood you're trying to depict, you will have to choose either a warm color palette or a cool color palette. It's always advisable to choose pastel or muted colors as these are easy on the eyes and will also help your drawings and renders to stand out better. So we will choose this color palette for the video, which are some grays and some sea blues. In any color palette, it is important to have neutralizing colors like whites and grays, as these will give a good balance between the colors. If these neutralizing colors are not present, then the colors may start to overpower the entire panel. So once you have picked the palette, you can keep it as a small reference in your Photoshop file so that it is easy to sample colors from the image. For this video, we will be creating a design panel for one of Tarao Ando's most admirable projects, the Church of Light. First, roughly place all the images onto the panel and organize it. This will help you to organize the components of the panel and decide where the placement of each drawing or render must be made. You can place the images and by using layer masking hide the regions of the images you do not wish to see. Remember that using layer mask gives you the flexibility to get your original image back at any time. You simply have to make a selection and fill it with black to hide it and fill it with white to make it visible. You can decide which parts need more emphasis than the other. For example, if your sections speak more about the design than the rest of the elements, then you can make the size of these sections a lot larger than the rest of the elements. So this would give some significance to the sections or any other drawings on the sheet. Here we are using the same layer masking procedure to hide all the text and the white areas of the image that we do not want to see. If the image is not of good quality, as in this case, you can see that the walls appear very blurry. So you can select it with the marquee tool or the polygonal lasso tool and then fill it using the paint bucket tool in Photoshop. This is going to increase the sharpness of your image and make it look a lot more clearer. You can also go to Image Adjustments, Brightness and Contrast to further improve the quality of the image. Now we are placing the plan and doing the same masking procedure, and we can resize it to make it fit well on the sheet. Once we're happy with the size of the plan, we can select the walls using the magic wand tool and fill it with any color of our choice. But since we're using a color palette for this composition, we will be choosing a gray from this set. We can also render the interior of this plan by filling it with any other gray from our palette and decreasing the opacity. So this enhances and emphasizes more on the plan and the regions within it, and will also give a nice look to the plan render. Next, we will add some trees to our plan, and this we're going to be doing by using brushes. We can create our very own brushes from any image. All you have to do is take a PNG image, and in this case you can see that it's a JPEG. So we will be using the wand tool to make it first into a PNG image, then go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. Now we can pick any color from our color palette and add the trees using brushes. We can also add some more texture to the panel by using any of the watercolor brushes that are already pre-loaded into Photoshop. You can pick the brush of your choice and pick the color of your choice from the palette and paint randomly all over the plan. In order to still maintain the importance of the plan and not mask it under the brushes or any of the effects that we're creating, for better clarity we can simply select the plan and the drawings and the areas within these drawings and remove the color from those areas. We can add some trees to the elevations to make it look better and more composed. And as the colors of the trees do not match the color palette that we are currently using for this panel, we will be using levels adjustment to make the tree into a white silhouette. You can go into Image, Adjustment, Levels, and move the output level slider all the way to the right. And here you have a silhouette of the tree. Repeating the same procedure with another style of trees to give some variation to our elevation. Now we can add some supporting text and content using the text tool. Pick the font, color, and size of text as we want. And also remember to label all the diagrams in the panel. The main image that we have on the left can also be united with our color palette. For this, we have to go into the layer style options and apply a color overlay. We can choose one of the colors from the color palette for this and see which of the effects are looking well, adjust the opacity, and now you can see that the image has a blue tinge to it. To further add some texture to the panel, we can add pattern adjustment layer of our choice. Adjust the scale and then change the blend mode of the layer. Changing the blend mode of the layer will give you some very interesting and cool effects of the panel. And then you can see and pick whichever blend mode you like the most and apply it. So here you can see that we have applied a cloth texture blend mode to our panel. So this completes our panel using a color palette. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, then please leave a like and comment down below and watch this space for more such tutorials using Photoshop. Thank you.